Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. This is going to be a reading for the week ahead. Um, Next reading will probably be filmed on Thursday, posted Friday or Saturday. So today is Monday, and this is the Mantegna Tarot. This is a deck of archetype cards. So when I say the week, this might go into Saturday morning. We'll see how these energies go. Oh, wanted to flip out, but I didn't quite catch a glimpse of it. Let's see here. There's one. Oh, it's the same card. There we go. Rhetoric. Card number 23. Do we have another card from the Mantegna Tarot? Where can we focus our attention? Where can we aim to emulate? I'm going to shuffle this one more time here, actually. Get some good vibes going for this week ahead. What kind of energy are we facing? All right. We have Urania. Card number 12. So card number 23 and card number 12. And then this one here is the Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to pull 6 cards, hopefully. Let's see what we get here out of the Tarot. First card out, Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. Oh, this is looking nice. Oops, there's another one. We have 2, the Hermit. We have Judgment. Okay, 2 more cards, please. From the Light Seers Tarot for the energies of the week. Spirits, guides, angels, archangels. What are the rest of the messages for the week? Moving forward the next 5 to 6 days, please. 2 more cards, please. Two more cards. There we go. Excellent. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. It looks like we have the Chariot and the 7 of Wands. Nice. Okay. Next up we have, what is this? The Starseed Oracle. Really? The Seas of Mintaka. I'm going to give this another shuffle. All of these cards were shuffled prior to hitting record. But, I like to do it on camera too, so that you can see the cards that are coming out. That's way too many. Let's try this again. One more card. Thank you. Okay, great. This is nice. The Seas of Mintaka. Oh. Okay, fine. You're not alone. Star family and karmic relationships. That seems appropriate. Okay. So, I'm actually going to start with the Tarot today. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Hermit, Judgment, the Chariot, and the 7 of Wands. So we have someone being open here to somebody who is in touch with their emotions, someone who has balanced emotions, someone who is in tune with their feelings and is able to utilize them in a balanced fashion as they move through their life. This is also having an open heart, being open to circumstances or situations that can be emotionally rewarding. And then we have the Knight of Cups. This is sweet. This is a knight coming in with an emotional offer. This is perhaps an offer, an invitation, somebody asking someone else on a date. He's got a horse. He's not in shining armor, but this is perhaps an offer, yes, for a date, or somebody indicating that is showing their interest. Thank you. Finally get the words out. A message coming in of some kind of love offer or an offer that will be emotionally fulfilling to you. Then we have the Hermit. This is a card of introspection. This is a card where we consider what it is that we want. What is our North Star? And traditionally the Hermit holds the star in his lantern. He lets it guide him. So this is some introspection and gaining some clarity and wisdom on what exactly it is that we want and how we feel about it, and pursuing the things that actually make us feel lit up, things that fire us up in a good way, things that inspire us, things that light our way. And we're going to take some time, perhaps, with this offer and consider, is it truly what I want? And here with Judgment, we have a card of rebirth, stepping into a new life. This is new opportunities. This is new blessings that are coming your way. This is an opportunity to let go of past hurts, past lessons, and to move forward after having learned a lesson. Next, with moving forward, we have the Chariot here. So the Chariot here is an individual who has harnessed the shadow side and the light side, and is able to balance them equally in order to propel them forward. And if this is a relationship or potential relationship coming in, it can feel rewarding with this rebirth. And this is to say that you and a partner are on the same page in order to bring this Chariot forward. So if this offer is balanced and it's in alignment with your wishes and your hopes and your dreams, it can move forward. And this is a week perhaps to assess whether the relationships you have are in alignment with the life that you're living and the choices that you're making, so that you can move forward either with these people or the community, what have you, or whether you need to find a new direction that actually is in alignment with your Chariot. And finally here we have the Seven of Wands. This is a card about standing your ground, having recentering, right? And having conviction, standing up for yourself, having a backbone, finding the light within yourself and standing behind it. You see she has a fire in her belly. So that's really positive. And perhaps this Chariot moving forward along with this rebirth you have into a new life is what exactly fires you up, lights your fire inside. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful reading. Now with the Mantegna Tarot here, we have card number 23. Card number 23 is the archetype for discussion. Sincere dialogue leads to a shared truth. So perhaps if there is an individual coming forward into your life, making an offer, suggesting that they might have intentions for a relationship with you, or if they would simply like to ask you out on a date, this is your opportunity to get to know this person better, or get to know your circumstances better as they are regarded with a new person, situation, relationship. And again, that relationship, it could be an individual coming in with a love offer, but it could also be something else that makes you happy. So if it's, say, an employer looking to hire you, this is your chance to, this is your opportunity to have discussion and sincere dialogue to make sure that this new job that's being offered to you will be fulfilling for you. It's in alignment with your path. So whatever it is, this is your opportunity to assess, harmonize, have clarity. So she has the crown, indicating she is open in her crown chakra. She has the sword of truth and clarity, and then there are two individuals at her feet that are able to harmonize the air into music. So that is auspicious as a visual aid here. But additionally, with this being the archetype for discussion, Sincere dialogue leads to a shared truth. This is your opportunity, again, to discuss something fully, to figure out and analyze with this introspection, is this for me? Is this in alignment with my chariot, with my path forward? And stand behind it after having the discussion, because you'll have a better idea, the clarity and the knowledge and wisdom to move forward. Next, we have the card Urania. That is card number 12. Urania is the archetype for serenity. Always maintain inner balance. This is to say that if you are honest and have clarity in your wisdom, you're open in your crown chakra, and you're able to harmonize energy and reflect and discuss the truths, find shared truths. You're open-hearted. You've been introspective about what your wishes are and what makes you happy, what lights you up. Urania says always maintain inner balance. So you don't have to take your chariot anywhere that isn't going to feel like it is rewarding to you. You don't have to take your chariot down a bumpy road. You are the one that's in control of where you're going, and when you have the information, it helps you proceed in that direction, a clear path if that's what you choose. Urania, serenity and having inner balance, says that you can maintain that inner balance because it's under your control. Your inner balance is under your control in terms of how you react to things and how you respond to things, your behavior, your words, your choices, all of that. It's under your control, and also that you have the ability and the wisdom from the information that is supplied to you to choose whether or not to move forward on this path, and to choose whether or not, after assessment, it is the right path for you. Next, we have from the Starseed Oracle, the Seas of Mintaka. This says, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. The Seas of Mintaka says, Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine, so clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to the light of day? The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, how can you see the potential in a situation you're facing? What unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? The next card here, we have You're Not Alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media, with so many people knowing our news. What is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. Again, this hints back to this discussion and communication revealing truth. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby, or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life, those you truly know? How can you reach out to people in your life physically? Well, we can be open. We can be open-hearted. But it seems like this is a time to assess what moves us, and sometimes that includes choosing a new direction or a new friend group. With this introspection, we will find who gets to stay and who will fall away. The next card is Star Family. This says, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. At some stage, we were each part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with each other. That's beautiful. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you're with them. You feel more yourself with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror, because in a way you are. Often you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or soul breaking occurs. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family, or you're about to. Maybe that's this Knight of Cups. The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, who do you think is from the same star family as you? How can you call upon them for support? And then finally here, we have karmic relationships. This card says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Now, I'll point back to the Chariot here with that. And the Seven of Wands, because this can also be conflict, and you have to stand up for yourself in a matter of conflict. But the Chariot here, as I said previously, really requires both elements to be working together and balanced in order to move forward. So if you're finding conflict with somebody special to you, it makes it difficult for this Chariot to move. So there has to be some kind of resolution there, and that can mean moving on without that person. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many star seeds who are part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our hearts and mind to see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive, second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we have reacted because of our own woundings, and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart, and yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through the conflict? And I would point back to this card rhetoric again, card number 23, which says discussion. Sincere dialogue leads to a shared truth. Again, this suggests that we need to open up and use our words in order to clear the air. Now I'm going to pull a few cards for clarification from the Visconti Tarot here, my clarification deck, to clarify and find confirmation for this reading. If I can, we'll do 3 cards and leave it at that. What kind of clarification or confirmation can we get for this reading? We have the stars. That's great because that is what is inside the Hermit's lantern. It's the star. The stars are our hopes, our wishes, our desires, our ambitions. It's what guides us through life if we allow it, if we recognize it. We have the Queen of Cups again, and the 10 of Wands. Oh, 10 of Swords. I'm going to have to pull one more card. The 8 of Swords. Well, okay, so we have the Star, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. And to me, this says that we need to focus on our star. We need to focus on that light inside of us and to open our heart to new opportunities that make us light up inside. That's what the Queen of Cups is reiterating. And then the 10 of Swords is something being over. It is an end to backstabbing, manipulation, lies, deceit, hurt, whatever pains you. This is an end to betrayal and pain and negativity. This is an end to the suffering in your life. Traditionally, with the 10 of Swords, the sun is still shining on the horizon. So there is a new day dawning. This is an end. 10 marks the culmination. 1 to 10 in the tarot. This is the end of the pain and suffering. This is you also recognizing how to move forward from the pain that you have allowed to exist in your life by finding your own star and moving towards that fire within. So here it seems like we will be moving swiftly forward with the Chariot. This is also a card which asks you to consider your investments and what's not working for you, what's not paying off. And then we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of feeling entrapped, imprisoned, and the truth is, it is a self-imposed imprisonment. We are not stuck, and we have the ability to move forward out of this state of being. It's not too late. You can recognize what lights you up inside, and you can be open to new experiences and know and trust that those new experiences can move you forward into happiness. You have everything you need to be balanced and to move forward and to find that fire within. It is time for a rebirth with Judgment here. This is what I have for the reading for the week ahead. Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight.